Reporting live from my Club, Fright Plus News, I'm Janaba.
Black people have got to stop hanging out with groups of white people.
Breaking news coming out of Mississippi. It has now been confirmed that a young man who went missing on July 4th while partying with friends on an island has been confirmed to be 18-year-old Nolan Wells. Around 2 p.m. today, Wells' mother would confirm the unfortunate news with a post on her Facebook account. I want to thank our family, friends, community, United Cajun Navy, local law enforcement, and everyone involved for all the love, support, resources over the last few days. His father, our family, friends, and I are absolutely devastated. I'm heartbroken for my sweet son, who was always willing to cheer and uplift others. Nolan was a special soul. God took his time creating our son. I ask that you please give me and my family time to grieve. Now, for those who haven't been following, the story starts on July 4th on an island in Mississippi called Horn Island, where a group of teens and young adults look to have hung out on the remote island's beachfront, a part of the day celebration. Now, according to reports, a black teen by the name of Nolan Wells wouldn't end up coming home that day and was reportedly last seen around 3 p.m. on the island. His mother would first let her followers know when Nolan first went missing. Please be on the lookout for Nolan. Last seen was west tip north side of Horn Island today around 3 p.m. wearing blue shorts and sunglasses. It's unclear if he made it back on land. Please message me if you have seen him or have any information about his whereabouts at or after 4 p.m. Now, as the days continued, authorities would continue their search all the way up to Monday morning at 8:45 p.m. when a body that reportedly washed ashore was found by a park ranger on the west point of the island. Now, what has angered many who have been following are the questions. What happened to Nolan, and why did his group of friends, seen pictured here, leave him if they came together? Now, part of this unfortunate story, race appears to be a large part of the conversation, as many are pointing out that Wells looks to have been the only black person in his friend group. DL Hughley would take to a social media page to share an update on Nolan's body being found before it was identified, and he would sound off by zeroing in on Nolan's friends, who according to reports have not provided any key information. Hughley would go on to say, "They don't remember anything, fuck out of here, and why are they not in custody?" Now, as mentioned, it is unclear as to what took place at the time, but many black users would take to social media and express their reaction and speculation to the news.
My mama always told me, if you the only birthday candle at the birthday party, you not there for the birthday party, you there to be depressing. Huh? Nolan Wells and this whole entire thing down there in Mississippi look fishy. One of the boys' mama is a judge down there. Don't nobody know what happened.
We have to stop putting our kids in these sporting events, in these schools, in these environments where they are the anomaly. We have to stop doing it, okay? You want your child to have the best education, the best experiences, the best everything, yes, but they also need to be around their own culture. They need to.
Black people have got to stop hanging out with groups of white people. And I mean that. If you're gonna be the only black person in that group, go home. Go home. Because these days, you just can't trust white people anymore. Obviously. It happens time and time and time again. You see one black person hanging out with their group of white friends, and they're like, "Oh, I've known these guys for forever. We grew up with them. I'm the only black person in the high school," or something like that. Especially down here in the South, okay? Down here in the South. Obviously, we realize that these pieces of crap, the white people, will turn on you. They will turn on you quick.
And I'm sorry, but the whole, well, I thought he got on another boat, I didn't realize he was missing. Yeah, that's not sitting right with me, because what do you mean you let your friend just get on a random ass fucking boat? And everybody's in the comments like, "Oh, well, we boat hop. This is normal. Nobody thought to go with them. And if it was 4th of July weekend and people were drinking and you saw that your friend was drinking, may or may not have been drinking, why would you allow him to get on a boat if you weren't with them? And don't get me wrong, I've been on a boat. I know self-service is shit. Most people leave their phone on dry land because, shit be flipping over. But if he was getting on another boat and you knew that there was no other way to contact him, again, why would you not get on the same boat? And it'd be different and all the boats were just docked in one little area and you guys were just swimming and you saw in and out. But again, this just is not sitting right. And then y'all didn't realize he was missing until it was time for you guys to go home. Like, y'all didn't sit here and think, "Oh, well, shit, where is he? Where could he have been? Why is he not back yet? We're taking shots and he's not here to take shots with us. Where's my boy at?" Like, y'all don't sit here and ask these kind of questions. Like, there's a rule. If you came with me, you're leaving with me. Like, I brought you here. I'm taking you home. You guys don't live by that shit.
Popular opinion, right? That young man, Nolan Wells, yeah, he was taken out by those white boys. Because who the fuck else would have done it? Like, there's one black boy on a boat with all white people, and the black boy is the only one that goes missing or ends up dead. This has happened so many times over the course of a decade. Black people will be the only ones in the room or on a boat with white people, and they always somehow seem to end up dead or in the water. And to the people, it's always the white people who do this shit. They want black people to be oblivious to the lynchings and the killings and the racism that happens to black people. They always want us to be oblivious and not make it a race thing when it is clear as day that it is always going to be a race thing. That boy was killed by those white people. The only issue is that living in this country that we live in, it's going to be hard for them to be prosecuted.
So let me get this right. Nolan Wells, an 18-year-old kid, goes missing at Horn Lake. And all y'all want to talk about is how, oh man, you're the black kid, don't go out with nothing but whites. Y'all somehow turn this incident into a racism controversy. Yet again, y'all have sick, disgusting comments in every comment section, while this mother and this father and these friends that went out on this boat are losing their shit because this boy's missing. Yet y'all want to stay in the comment section and talk about, oh man, he should have knew better. He shouldn't have done that. Why? Because he grew up with them his entire life? They're best friends? It really triggers me how this world is just totally incompetent to just sit there and look. Every time there's a black person and a white person involved in something or something happens, it strictly goes to racism. That's your number one output right now. While a mother and father are sitting at home wondering what happened to their child.
Now, as many continue to await details of what took place that day, one Facebook user who was on the island at the time would post a video of what appears to be Nolan on shore, reportedly after a large altercation took place around 4 p.m. on July 4th. For her caption, she would go on the right, taken at 4:01 p.m. north side, west tip, where we were parked right next to the boat Nolan was allegedly on. Hope this helps in any way. This was immediately after the big fight that broke out on the shore. I'm not sure if this is Nolan, but it could be. Anyone that can slow down videos, please go through it as well. Now, as of this writing, a DNA test has been conducted to double confirm that the body is that of Wells. Let's talk about them more in the comments below. If you're a parent, do you interfere or vet your children's friends before they can hang out with them unsupervised? And how much do you think race plays a part of this story? Reporting live from Hypersclub for Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba.